hello, hello. Hi. Um, I don't know why. like, I have, I have ads, right? Like to avoid having pre-rolls, and then it says like whenever I start the stream, it says that we're in an ad, and I'm like, wait, this isn't supposed to happen. What is going on? I hope, I hope just like OBS is lying to me, and hopefully that's not what's going on. But otherwise, I'm sorry for that. Anyway, hello, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you got to relax, to, I don't know, maybe hang out with friends, go out, touch some grass, which is always good, pet some dogs, or cats, or any other sort of critter over there. um, my weekend was surely something. I felt like it went by so fast. Uh, I mean, I didn't do much on Saturday. I had like a lot of um, not chores, but errands to run, and yeah, like Saturday, I felt like it lasted like 3 hours, and then I was like, wait, how is it Sunday and already? Um, but other than that, Sunday was fine. Uh, Sunday is usually like family reunions and stuff, and we get to visit grandma, or on the other case, grandma gets to visit us. So I had to go pick her up and bring her home, and yeah, quality time, GB. Wait. Family quality time, we love that. Anyway, but other than that, I got to work a bit on the not, it's not a commission. Hey, hello! Thank you so much for the follow, Bloody Mon Missionary. Sorry, I can't read. How are you doing? I'm Jack. I go by he, him. I'm a tiefling, and I draw most of the times. Sometimes I play video games, but not that often. I usually have art streams. But welcome in. I hope you're doing great. But yeah, during the weekend, I got to do the line art of this piece we were working on Friday, I think. Was it Friday? Yeah, I think it was Friday. So I already did the line art. I did the little black areas that I usually add to make it look more like, like a comic style that we're aiming to do. It really gives like a whole different feeling to the drawing, if I say so myself. Art is cool, love watching other people draw. Oh, I'm so glad. Do you also draw? So yeah, like I added that. I also did like the first um layer of color. Only that, though, I still have to add all the different colors of the character. Not really? Oh, that's okay. Well, I hope you enjoy watching my process here. It's gonna take a bit. Today we'll be finishing adding base colors onto this piece. And maybe get on into the planning of the shading, or well, the mood of the drawing. Oh my god, he pink. Yeah, they are magenta. They are very magenta. They're cursed forever. Hello, Pipia. How's it going? Welcome in. Um, yeah, I haven't drawn Creed. Oh, this is my changeling Creed. They are an artificer. Uh, I haven't drawn them in a while. Last time I did, I think it was a couple months ago. So I actually have to open a reference because I need to check on the colors, because it's been quite some time. Going all right, having a headache. Oh no. I hope the headache goes away soon. Having headaches is horrible. Let's see. Sorry for this. I'm just trying to remember where I have my reference of my characters. I usually just have everything like in a folder. Well, no, that's a lie. I have a folder with all my art, but it's separated on by, well, it's separated by characters or by stories. So, oh, is it in glazed work? I always forget because I named my art folder is called glazed work, because now I have to glaze everything before posting it online because, you know, AI sucks. doing some art trade, doing some art for an art trade. Oh, nice. What did you get to draw for the art trade? If you want to share, of course. Yeah, I miss playing Creed. Creed got to level 15, I think. Uh, it was a high level campaign. I was pretty excited about it, and we finished it. Sadly, we finished it at level 15. I hope like we can play like some sort of one shot later, um, where I get to play them more high level. High level artificers are insane. Let's see. Can I show this reference? I'm just gonna put up a little reference here so you can also see their colors or what we're aiming towards to. So yeah, that's them. That's them being happy. They always have like this big bag. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be aiming towards to. Um, but because I'm working on CYMK, um, we're gonna have a painful time as I try to figure out what colors and work and which ones don't work. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And need to make a new group. This is gonna be base not allers, base colors. Um and I'm also gonna add a background. I think our background is gonna be, for now, it's gonna be like a teal, very light teal. Because I think it makes like a good contrast with their skin color. I'm a little bit unsure if this color is available in the CYMK scales. Yeah, high level feels amazing to play. It's a headache to run as a DM. Yeah, so fair. Um, I've mostly I've mostly played like in very low level campaigns. Like um aside from this one that was level 15, but we started at level 3 or 4. Aside from that one, the highest level I've gotten to in a campaign is level 7. We never go past that because all my campaigns start either at level 1 or level 3, and then they die. They die after a couple sessions because, you know, being adults and having to organize a D&D game is just like the worst game possible. It's almost impossible because everyone's busy and everyone has different schedules, especially because most of my friends live abroad. So, I live in Mexico, and most of my friends are in the US, the Europe, or I have a couple of friends in Australia. Um, so yeah, like they're all over the world. So finding a time where everyone's available, and it's not like nightmare hours for some of us. Like for example, I wouldn't be able to play very early in the morning, and I know like I have friends in LA, and I know like if it's very early for me, it will be earlier for them. So it wouldn't be ideal. So I have like finding a time that works for everyone, it's nightmarish. And like we also have a play by post, but also like sometimes people just forget about it and don't reply in months and such. And I've run D&D at 6 a.m. You're insane. Kudos to you though. That seems amazing. But like if that's 6 a.m. for you, I think like I think UM are like 3 hours ahead of me. That would be 3 a.m. for me. If we were like in the same game, you know? It would be hell. Australia, the real struggle, yeah. La criatura. Also, welcome in him. How are you doing? Understandable. It's hard to chattle with friends. I play with friends only once or twice. Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult to chattle with friends. But someday, I'll get back to DMing. I really miss DMing, honestly. It was for people in the UK. Yeah, it happens. People in the UK ruin everything. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love people in the UK. Alrighty, let's start adding some base colors to read the them. I think I also have their color palette around here. Read. Yeah. Can I select it? Set as default. There we go. Yeah, but these colors don't work, as you can see. I've changed them. I also feel like this one is very saturated, so I'm gonna desaturate it a bit. I think that's a bit better. And let's see. I forgot that this is not a real reference. I also have this one. I just want to see their eyes because sometimes I forget that they have like black scleras and yellow eyes. Uh, yeah, I have a lot of old drawings of them. Haven't drawn them in a while, and I miss playing them. Playing a high level campaign, it's so fun. I must admit, you do insane things, but combat also has to be the same level of insane. I've been wanting to run like either a level 17 or level 18 one shot for friends. But they're like, no, that's too high level. And I'm like, ah, cowards. Cowards, all of you. Still an enemy is Mwah. Thanks. Yeah, I'm DMing a campaign where they started out as level 9 and they're currently at 11. How is that going? As a DM, how do you feel running level 11 characters? Or, well, 4 level 11 characters. The highest level campaign I've run has been, I think the game that I ran for 2 years, they got to level 8, but we didn't get to play as level 8. Like, they finished the first arc of the campaign, and they were level 8. Well, they reached level 8, and then the game died because there was a conflict in the friend group, and yeah, everything went to hell. Sadly. It's harder to balance, but super fun. Yeah, I can imagine. The only experience I have, no, not really. I don't have experience running high level combat. Because also um, my games tend to be a lot of roleplay heavy, kind of games. Like usually the players that I've had, don't really like combat. So we're usually just like chilling and role playing with each other, which is amazing. Honestly, I love to role play as characters and get to develop them that way. But sometimes getting some hard combat is also fun. I don't like that yellow color. I'm gonna change it. There we go. Something like that. I think that's better. Well, level 11 is still manageable. Manageable. There we go. But levels higher, hell. You need Gauss to challenge characters in fight. Roleplay heavy is the best. Yeah, I'm glad we agree that roleplay heavy games are the best. Because I know that like a lot of people love combat. Like a lot of people love combat, and I'm like, I prefer games where combat is like once every like 3 sessions or something. But usually, like my games, when we have combat, the combat is difficult. So that's why like spacing it out is good, because we also get to develop the characters by, I don't know, meeting other NPCs or meeting like the characters interacting within the group. I think it's pretty fun just to get like normal development of the characters. Great, hi Bug, how's it going? How did the stream go? Did you finish Asra in the dress? Mostly like a combat like every other session, yeah. If you do it right, there can be interesting storytelling and world building in combat. Yeah, I really like motion combat. I don't know how to describe it, but when you make it feel like there's stakes and not only having like the characters standing there waiting for their turn. Like if you're in I call it motion combat because I don't know, they're fighting, let's say like um over the roof of a train. So they have to also evade like obstacles and stuff. They have to be ready to do other things other than just prepare their attack towards an enemy. And I think that's like a very uh I don't know the word in English right now. Like I have it in the tip of my tongue and I can't remember the words. Sorry. This is what happens when you're not a English native speaker, I guess. Combat can be so boring, lol, as a player at the very least. And DM is manageable. Yeah, my problem is that I'm very bad at talking and improving. It happens. I think talking and improv, it's difficult when you're not in a circle of close friends. Because sometimes you're like, oh, maybe people will find me annoying, or maybe people will this or that. And when you're like with very close friends, I think it's easier to get into character. And also, just like talking about your characters off game, it's real good. Because in my games, I'm always sorry that I stopped drawing entirely. In my games, I'm usually like, let's talk about your characters, or I like to talk about characters and not keep like secrets, because I always love to how's it called, like separate in character knowledge and out of character knowledge. So if you're trying to achieve something with your character, let's say like, oh, I wish like they could like confront their parents or whatever because they run away and this or that. I think it's always good to talk about it with the other players, not in character, but being like, oh yeah, my character is like this or that because I don't know. My character's bitchy because he has like this inner hatred because of his parents or whatever, and he'd love to confront them and yell at them and stuff. And maybe like they can help you. Like you can all as players plan something to go and I don't know yell at the parents of this character of this PC, right? Um, I don't know. I think it's fun to plan with your friends like things that you'd like to do and not like keep stuff for shock value, because I feel like shock value is important when you're running a podcast or an actual play game, but if you're just playing with friends, I don't think that shock value is like really important. At least that's my opinion. I know some people think differently. um But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion. I hate those random travel combats. They don't really serve a purpose. Yeah, so fair. Like fluff without the fluff part. I did. That's a great bug. Sorry, I got lost into my rambling about D&D. Say it in Spanish. I forgot. I even forgot it in Spanish. That's the thing. I only have a feeling. I know that people say, don't kill the part of you that's cringe, kill the part of you that cringes, but I get anxious. It's fine. I mean, I always, like, even if my games are roleplay heavy, I always give people, like, their space or the space that they need to actually get comfortable. So if they don't feel like role playing heavily, I usually just like throw an NPC or something to talk to them. Not like do this entire scene, right? Just like, hey, what do you like to do? Or even ask just as a DM, like, hey, what will your character do at this, I don't know, in this downtime? And if there's like a little scene that they could play, that'll be fun. But if they don't feel like it, also it's like it's fine. Yeah, totally fair. I personally don't like to run it. No hard feelings. Let it work for you. Yeah, it's easier the more you play. Yeah, definitely. Trying playing the character that is a complete opposite of you, so you can feel like how it looks and feels. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it also takes time to get into a good role playing point of your character because when you first start playing with a new character, you're also trying to learn more about your character. Even if you develop like their backstory and stuff, um, sometimes I mean, there's people like they just get in character the very first session and it's like amazing. But for example, for me, it takes me a couple of sessions to actually find like the voice of the character. Um, and once I found their voice, I'm like, okay, now I know how they act and how they speak and how they react to different stuff. But it usually takes me like a couple sessions to do that. Otherwise, I feel like all the characters are just me. Yeah, sorry for the big ramble about my D&D opinions. I feel like a lot of people would disagree with me. I don't know why. But I'm glad most here in the chat are in favor of roleplay heavy games. We love that. I feel like in stream you're seeing other colors, and on my iPad I'm seeing different colors. It's just amazing to see how magenta Creed looks in screen. What's your opinion on Rangers in D&D? Um, to be honest, I've never played a Ranger. Just don't tell anyone. Either a Ranger or a Druid. I've never played either of those classes, so I don't really have an idea on how to play them or run them. I mean, as a DM, I had a Ranger for once, but that game lasted like 5 sessions too. Because things happened and yeah, the game had to go on a hiatus. I'm actually thinking of bringing it back to life, but I have to ask my players like, "Hey, are you available? Are you even available to play this game anymore?" Because I think it's been like a year or so since it went on hiatus. Um, but yeah, I found Rocky's character by getting drunk with my friends and cracking loads of jokes. It was amazing. That's amazing. That's so fun. That sounds so fun. I miss DMing games. I miss creating stories with my friends. That's the thing. I also was like, can you even hear the music? Because I feel like it's super low. But then some tracks are very loud, and I'm like, I'm not even sure. But yeah, I mean, I think all classes are fine. I don't know. Why were you asking me about Rangers, Em? Do you have an opinion on Rangers? I know that they are very, or well, I've never played or read the. Well, I have read the class before when I was like trying to choose classes for my OCs and or D&D characters. Um, but I've never liked it. Like, no offense to Rangers, but I don't like you. No, I'm kidding. Um, I don't know. I don't know. There's something about half-casters that I'm like, this is not fun. I don't find them fun to play. I think the only half-caster I've played, other than Creed, the Artificer, it's a Paladin, because smiting is fun. But, yeah. Like, there's a couple classes that I haven't played in D&D. I think monks are more useless than rangers. What? No way. I have played a monk. And avoided whoa, I can't speak. I avoided playing a monk for 5 years. I have been playing D&D for 6 years. I avoided playing a monk for 5 years. And I played it like this past year. And monk is so fucking fun. So fucking fun to play. I am so sad that I won't be able to play that character anymore. Um, but I really like playing monk, and I was like, I don't know why I was avoiding this class so much. Especially the Astral Self Monk, it's pretty fun. I highly recommend it. Because Ranger is a controversial class because everyone has an opinion on them. Yeah, so fair. Like, when I first read the class, I was like, wait, this is what you get at level 20? It sounds very lame. um, but I've seen, at least in Dimension 20, Ali plays a Gloomstalker Ranger, I think. And it seems very powerful. But I think they combined it also with I don't know if it was with Rogue or something. They multiclassed. Because I think like Ranger by itself is kinda not powerful or not strong enough. Like I think it's a kind of a disadvantage with other classes. Because other classes get like a lot of cool things and Rangers are like, we don't care about you, D&D said about Rangers. See, we got it. There we go. It brings out the gut takes. Rangers are interesting in roleplay. Yeah, that's fair. TVH, the capstan sucks for most classes. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I feel like at the end, I always tend to homebrew um with my players or in my campaigns because sometimes sometimes the rules aren't that fun. And the point of playing D&D with your friends is to have fun. It's not to go like DM versus players, right? Like you're all trying to build a story together. You're all trying to have fun. So, yeah, I mean like if it doesn't break your game, I think it's fair. Because I've also heard opinions like people are like, oh, flying at I don't know, playing an Aracroca is bad because you get flies since the very first level and stuff, and that's gonna break the game. And I'm like, just make the characters be in a space where there's no enough space to fly. I don't know, like the combat is in a tunnel or in the sewers or in a place that your Aracroca player can't fly. You can just adjust things. Or if your player is always like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fly to avoid being attacked, just make your enemies either fly to or have things to make them, like, I don't know, give them arrows and a bow. Flying is not broken at all. The DMs are just lazy, yeah. Yeah, you just have to think of ways to kill your players. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I haven't played several classes. Like, I have never played a ranger. I have never played a druid. Um, I have never played a warlock. And I mean, I hope I can play them someday. It's just that I prefer playing rogue or sorcerer, honestly. The amount of rogue characters that I have and the amount of sorcerers that I have, it's just insane. I think those are my favorite classes. Sorry. Um I only played a wizard as a very low level, but I would love to play a wizard, like high level wizard one day. High level being over level 5, honestly, because I've only played a wizard as a level 1 character. My DM hot take is that running casters should be just as easy as running any other class. You shouldn't have to make a whole spellbound for an NPC. Yeah, so fair. Alright, the chart. This color. I don't think it'll work. Or maybe it will. Who knows? Let's see. Let's find out. As one said, the higher you fly, the more painful the fall. Yeah, definitely. Imagine the Garakroka is flying and then an enemy, and I don't know if you're in combat, someone casts sleep on your Arakroka and they just fall to the ground. That'll be awful. Awful for them. Horrible fall. Also, let me know if the music is fine. Because as far as I know, it's not that loud, but I'm afraid that it's not like um that you're not hearing it at all. The command fall can also work amazing. Yeah, so fair. That's true. There are so many ways that you can fight your Arakroka players. But yeah, in general, I miss running D&D games. I hope that I can run something um soon-ish. Just have oops. I just have to finish a lot of things. Nope, that's the ear. Like a player should be able to attack, interact, or change. If they can do all three, then the encounter tends to just be a spreadsheet with extra steps. Yeah, so fair. Do you all prefer DMing or being a player? Like a player in a table? At a table? Whoa, sorry for that. Also, captions broken. Okay, they're gone forever. Music is a little quiet, but I think good overall. Okay, yeah. It's because the bad thing is that some tracks are very, like, quiet, and then the other ones are very loud, and I'm like, we'll just have to deal with that at some point, I guess. The approach I've taken to combat has been to make it more like a puzzle than a numbers game. Yeah, that's fair too. Oh, captions are back. Hey, captions. Alright, I think I got... I'm still not happy with that color of the shirt. I don't like it. Read words green because they're a nerd. They are a big nerd. This color is burning my eyes. So maybe this one? I think this one could work a bit better. Yeah, I think this one is way better. Okay. I think I went back like to the same color that I had before. It always happens. Actually, I want to ask a question. I ran into a problem. My players will have a fight in the Colosseum the next game, and Colosseums tend to be empty. What can I add to the Colosseum without breaking the atmosphere? Oh, huh. That's a good question. I think I've never run like a fight in a Colosseum. Lurk. Have a good lurk, Bug. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. Um. Okay, let's see. Colosseums tend to be empty. I didn't know that about Colosseums. I always imagine them like with people cheering and stuff and watching the fight. But if it's gonna be empty, capture the flag. That sounds fun. Yeah, but the arena itself is empty. Okay, yeah. Sorry if I just go silent. I'm trying to think of something. Not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Yeah, capture the flag sounds real fun. I'm also like very bad at planning things. Um, because again, I haven't DM'd a game for almost over 2 years. Elevation, scaffoldings. What's scaffoldings? What is it? Okay, overalls are also green. I think that's part of the best. That's part of the best. This is part of the belt. No, this is part of the overalls. Okay. Maybe I can make them a bit darker, something like that, I guess. Battle Royale closing circles. Oh, breaking Hunter's atmosphere. Oh, a little too magical for my game. Thank you for the ideas. Yeah, my thought, like what my mind made, was something like a hide and seek, but I don't really know like the context of the fight. Like if it's gonna be like against another group of NPCs, or if it's gonna be against, I don't know, monsters or something. Um, but I will think like a hide and seek kind of game could be also fun if there's like obstacles inside the arena of the Colosseum. Also, I might have to mute myself for a second because there's gonna be movement here in the house, so excuse me for a bit. Okay, that's done now. The art is amazing so far. Thanks. Thank you. We're almost done with the. Well, not really. I was gonna say we're almost done with the base colors, but yeah, no. It's gonna take me a bit. Yeah, we're getting somewhere with them. I think there will be 3 fights. The one against monsters, one against other group, and the last against the champion. Ooh, that sounds real fun. The art looks adorable. Thank you so much. I really need to finish this illustration before the 22nd. Because it's for a project. But once I'm done with those, I'm going back to commissions, I think. But hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. I really wanted to make their gloves like blue, but I think it won't look great with this color palette. Or maybe it will. I don't know. I mean, we could try and then just change it, I guess. Um, I wanted to make the gloves. My idea for the gloves was to make them like kind of blue, dark blue with orange. Um, but I don't know if that even work with the palette. I think I'll be very. I don't know. I think they'll pop out too much with this color. We'll find out. Hi, Grid looks so cute. Hope your day is going well so far. Hello, Mori Mori. How's it going? Post it like this and call it done. I dare you. No, I can't. I can't do that. Then I won't be able to participate in other projects of them with them. Hmm. Maybe if I go with a grayer tone. And then this is like the orange areas that I wanted to add were something probably around this color. How they look. Hmm. I'm still like doubtful about it. This is a test though. We'll see if it works. I think I should have my other reference here. Where is it? Canvas reference. Oh, not working. Hello? Well, reference doesn't want to work apparently. Okay, goodbye. And my mirroring app didn't like that. It's lagging so bad. Okay. Hey, Jane, how's it going? With blue gloves, you'll end up with a triadic like palette. Kinda. Because I think that triadic was uh, the green, the magenta, and the purple. Well, the brown mostly because like all their belts are brown. Um, but we'll see. I think so. Let's see. Hold on. Here we can just double check. Yeah, triadic. I mean, we have the blue. Yeah, right. Yeah, let's. I'm probably gonna end up adjusting that blue because I'm not liking it. But I can't really say if I like it until I finish adding like the orange areas that I want. One of my cats is so done with me. She's like, please, could you shut up? Let me sleep. This is my room. It's not actually your room. And I'm like, oh, sure. Sorry. Sorry, Queen. Oh, also, thank you so much for the follow, Lulucit. Lulucit, I think. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. We're drawing one of my characters right now, an illustration of them. I think my cat is climbing. Cats are mischievous creatures. We love cats. I have 5 cats. Um, they are cute, but also they are little beasts. Climbing on the wall? Whoa, spider cat over there. We'll be having ads in about 5 minutes, so I'll probably be taking a little break just to go grab some water because I've run out of water and I need to be hydrating constantly as I'm drawing and talking because I talk a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm a japper. Um, but yeah, you could also use this tiny break to stretch, get some water, maybe some snacks, or just walk for 3 minutes because walking is good for your health. If you can, of course. Like if you're trapping at work, looking at M here, you don't have to do anything. But I can't believe it's been almost an hour. What the hell? I am so slow. I'm the slowest artist on earth. But well, at least in the first, like in this stream that's gonna be like about 3 hours, probably I'm gonna finish the base colors. I'll finally finish one thing in a stream because I never finish stuff. It is turning out real good. Your style is so cool. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Do you also draw? Are you also an artist? I always like to ask because I love meeting new artists. But if you're not, that's also cool. Don't worry. Yeah, I came from your B-Sky post. Oh, amazing! Welcome in. You can also share like your link to B-Sky. I always like to check people out. And yeah, see your art. But yeah, I'm working right now on an illustration that's gonna be printed for a card game. And I'm working with CYMK. And yeah, it's a bit of hell because colors are very desaturated. Some colors will just look gray. So kinda hellish. I do not recommend working in CYMK. Not the best, honestly. But also I feel like the colors you all are seeing are way different than the ones that I have on my iPad screen. Like it's it's honestly amazing how different the colors on a PC look compared to the screen of an iPad. So weird. Okay, I'm here thinking. I don't know about those blue gloves. I think they get lost a bit. Maybe I should like saturate them a bit more. If you want to see my account, it's just Cafu Blue Sky Social. Okay, I'll check it out. And probably I'll check it out on the outbreak because we're going into it in about 40 seconds. So, take this time to stand up, stretch, grab some water, get some snacks. If you're drawing, take care of yourself. By the way, Jack, I saw offer Goober comes. Yeah, I just added them last night, and I was about to make about post about it later. Uh, but yeah, they're now available. Alrighty, so ad's gonna start soon. So I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna mute myself for a second, and I'm gonna go grab water. You do the same too. See you soon. Okay, yeah. We're back, I think. Hello, welcome back from the ads. If you had ads. If you didn't, sorry for the tiny break. I went to grab water. How was your ad break? Did you have any weird ads? Otherwise, I hope you got to stretch and grab a drink and some snacks, maybe. But okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna change the color of the gloves because I'm not really happy with it. So I'm gonna saturate it a bit more. Mm, no. The bad thing about blues in CYMK is that a lot of it, like this area is gray, this area is gray, this area will look gray, this area will look gray. It's just a pain. I had an AI ad, my day is ruined. Yeah, hell. Oh, by the way, I was checking my mail today. Oh, well, not my mail. You know, it was my email. Um, and I got this email. Hold on. Can I show the chat? It was so funny. I wanted to show you like the actual um thing in my actual Gmail, but I was like, no, maybe I'll give out my. I mean, my email isn't secret, but I'd rather not have it recorded in a stream. 20-second creatine ad. Oh no. They really be trying to make me go back to the gym. Yeah, it happens. I really have to go back to the gym. Um, let's see. Show to chat. Can I even show this? Where's the? Is it? Yeah, it's this one. um, let's see. Oh, it's so tiny. Hold on. Can I make it bigger, please? Let me show this to chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Do whatever you want. Oh, Windows is Windows is freaking out. Hold on. Okay. So they were like, "Hope you're having a great day. I'm Cece, the manager from the Question AI Global Team. We'd love to collaborate with you on your TikTok for a paid promotion for our AI-powered app, Question AI." And then they send the two links. And the collaboration proposal. We're interested in creating a TikTok video showcasing Question AI's features and benefits. If you're interested, could you please share the collaboration price for a TikTok video? To better understand your account, we'd love to see a screenshot of your audience data, including follower demographics like location, age, etc. We're excited about the potential of this partnership. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. And I was like, I really want to reply to them like, ew, just that, just being like ew, and block them. But I was afraid that this was like a phishing scam or something, or some sort of scam, and they would like do something to my email. So I just like blocked them and yeah, ignored. Send that to the trash right away. um but yeah, I was like, no thanks. I'm really sad that I couldn't just reply like ew, ew, horrible AI. Hi, Boon 26 Mexico flag. I know, right? I'm not even 26 anymore. That was 5 years ago. I'm so old. I don't even know. I don't even think that's my name on TikTok anymore. I've changed it. So they're just being dumb. can't believe you're older than me. What do you mean? I'm the oldest. I'm so ancient. I'd say there's a chance this was also written by AI, but it seems that it had some writing mistakes there. Yeah, it had some spelling mistakes too. So I was like, this is just a copy pasta, like they just copied, pasted, and just changed like the name to whatever they had in their thing. Um, but somehow now I'm afraid of posting things to TikTok because I'm like, how do you know like they're not scraping things there with their stupid AI thing? But I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't believe people would like to steal my style. Oh, wait, this color is way better. I think that one works best. Now the orange is the one that I have to fix to actually make it a bit more orange. I don't think there's a difference if I choose that one. Oh, whoa. Alpha luck. Yeah, there's not a big difference if I use that color. What about this one? Also not a big difference. Yeah, I think we could go with this lighter one. Yeah, that works. To be fair, with that idea, it means that you can't post anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I usually post my things glazed now. So you always get like this version of the art. I think you can barely see it, but you get like this version of the art with all the wiggly stuff and in very low resolution. Um, so it makes me feel a bit safer glazing my stuff, but still, I don't really know. The best thing will be glazing the art when posting on these places. Yeah, definitely. The bad thing is like to TikTok. Um, you usually post videos, and if you don't have like the actual glaze app, um, you have to use web glaze, which is my case because my computer is very old and it cannot run glaze on its own. And web glaze has like a limit per week. You can only glaze 40 pictures per week and 10 per day, I think. So if you're trying to make a video, it will be impossible to glaze it all because 1 second is usually like 24 frames or 24 images. So it will take me like 2.5 days to actually glaze a second. So if it was like a 30-second video, just imagine that's like, what is it? 30 times 24 at least. I mean, 30 seconds times 24 frames. Wait, am I doing even that? Yeah. That's 720 images. So that will take me, like, if glaze only allows you to glaze 10 images per day, 72 days to actually glaze an entire video. So that's like a bit over 2 months to actually like glaze a 30-second video. That will be insane. Um, all the days. Imagine posting a video every 2.5 months because glaze wouldn't allow you to to glaze more images. Question: AI is an app for school homework. I don't see collaboration between you and them. It's strange for them. Yeah, I think it's just bot accounts, honestly. Sometimes I also get like, hey, would you collab with us? And it's just like a random um makeup brand, and I'm like, I post drawings. I post drawings on my account. Why are you reaching out to me? They were probably just sending to anyone that could accept it. Yeah. I mean, they were asking for a budget. And honestly, I was like, what if I tell them to give me $1 million? If you want to collaborate with me, you should pay me $1 million. I will definitely never sell out to AI. But but if they paid $1 million, I will just steal them from them. I'll be like, sure, just pay me ahead, and then I will just disappear and block them. Hope their AI company breaks or goes broke. I don't know. I don't know how how's the work. The word. I was like, this was an Animal Crossing playlist. Why is there Zelda? And I just noticed that it changed to a Zelda playlist. Well, not a not that AI is bad. That one seems fine. Oh, useless but fine. Yeah. As long as I don't use Gen I guess. But still, Gen I is bad. Stealing from people, it's just like the worst. And also like all the energy they use. It's just bad for the environment. Pray for them to have automated everything with the bot, and when you get paid for your debt and go live in a beautiful beach or something, that would be amazing. I mean, if I got like $1 million, that would be like I could live like the rest of my life happily here, at least here in Mexico, because $1 million, 1 million USD dollars. Well, no, wait, USD dollars. That's dollars. 1 million United States dollars is 20 million Mexican pesos. It's 20 times that. Like with that amount of money, I could buy 10 apartments. Or at least 5 houses. That's like a lot of money. So $1 million will be a lot. How many hamburgers is that? I don't even know. Because $1 million is 20 million pesos. One burger. Depends on the burger. Depends on the burger. Because some burgers are just like 80 pesos, which is like $4. But some other burgers are 200 pesos, which is $10. Like the most expensive burger you can get is probably like what, $15 here? So yeah, like it's just a lot of burgers. You could eat for a lot of years, I guess, if you want to eat a burger per day. Not even $1 million here. If I had like 20K, I could transform that in an insane passive income. Yeah, same. $1 million in Kazakhstan, where I live, is like 600 millions, which is about 20 to 30 apartments. Wow, that's a lot of apartments. The infinite money hack, yeah. You get paid in dollars and then you have a a lot of money. It happens. Like to actually live here in Mexico, I need about $1,500. And with that, I can pay my apartment, which is like $1,000, and have the other $500 to, I don't know, for gas, for food, and everything else. And I'm like, why is it so hard to be like a freelance artist and actually make like $1,500 per month? But yeah, the infinite money hack is good. But yeah, I was gonna do the conversion. Like, let's see. If we have 20 million pesos. The thing is, we're gonna buy the normal burgers, which are like 100 pesos. So that's 200,000 burgers, give or take. That's only burgers though. You're only getting burgers, no chips, or well, no fries, and no beverage. It will be 6 million ish. I don't know how many apartments it will be, but I will be rich for at least 5 generations. Yeah, so fair. If you make artisanal hamburgers, you could min max expanding. Yeah, so fair. When 1 million over here gets you a 1 bedroom studio. What? Really? Whoa, that's so expensive. I know that in the US, um houses are really expensive. Like, I remember when I was visiting my friends in LA, uh one of them loves to get into this housing app thing, and we always looked at the insane prices for rent for a house in Hollywood Hills. And it was like, yeah, if you want to stay in this house, it is like $90,000 a week. And I'm like, the hell is this? Who has that money? Silo? Yeah, Silo. Silo is really funny. We spent like 3 hours looking at houses in Silo and just like judging them. And it was a pretty fun fun way to spend time together. Because I think one of my friends, one of them was out. They had to go to a family reunion or something, and we were just like the two of us at the apartment, and we were like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I mean, we could play something, or we could just like wait for our other friend to come back, and then actually play that game." And we were like, well, let's go to Silo and see houses. Also, hello, Lex. Thank you so much for the hydrate, posture check, and stretch. Hmm. Drinking water and stretching. But yeah, I was thinking like maybe one day we should like do that on stream. Just like judge houses and stuff. But I think I cannot access Silo in Mexico. So sadly, that's another that's for another day. One day when I'm in LA again. It's a fun way to pass the time. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's really fun just to see like the houses, because you can actually like see the insides. But sometimes the pictures they take are so bad. And it's like, why are they taking this with the potato or whatever? Also, Creed. Yes, the Creed. We're adding some colors on them. You might be able through DuckDuckGo browser. Oh, yeah. I have to get DuckDuckGo. We love DuckDuckGo. Yeah, I'm gonna try that later and see if I can actually access Silo. And then we can judge Hollywood Hills and no, Beverly Hills houses. And the prices, it's just insane. How are you doing, Lex? How's it going? How's your day so far? I think I messed up here. I have colored this area of the glass. We'll be able to see some um purple because of their hair. I also think that brown can barely be seen, so probably gonna change it. Gonna make it more saturated and light. Probably around here. Good question. No. Hold on. I need to bring my contrast layer on. Yeah, tones are very similar. I wonder why I'm not liking it. Yeah, we need to make it lighter. I think that's a bit better, but I think we could still work it a bit more. Maybe with this one? Yeah. Also, the hair and their skin are pretty much the same value, and we do not want that. I still don't like this color. Maybe you could make first. Maybe I could make their hair a bit darker. It's too light. So I just have to be very careful with purple because purple is a hard color to deal with in CYMK. I think that's a bit better. Now I can probably go back to another round color that I actually like. Probably this one. I think this one could be fine. Yeah, that's a bit better. I'm okay, hungry because dieting. Oh no! You got this. I mean, to get my house, I saw one at 300k that had exposed rear and an active mudslide risk. Oh no. Exposed river. We can do that here. House pricing is chill here, but in a specific state, the housing price skyrocketed so hard that a 16 square meter apartment is 250 rent? Whoa. That's a tiny space. That's a 4x4, right? Whoa, that's like the size of my room. Well, no, my room's smaller. Bathroom, kitchen, and bedroom in the same room for 250 rent. Whoa. Alright, these are gonna be printed on physical cards. Yes, they will. I'm excited for that. This is also part of the belts. In my city, there isn't a studio apartment under 1K, so I'm living at home until after grad school. So fair. In my city, rent isn't that bad because okay, it's Mexico, right? Um, but I was like, I'd rather save up and buy an apartment rather than rent because then I can call that place mine. Like it's actually like my property. And like there's a lot of homophobia and transphobia here in the city that I live in. I was very afraid to have a how's it called, landlord or landlady that was either homophobic or transphobic. And I was like, what if like they find out about me and they're like they decide to kick me out and I have to go back to my parents. So I was like, I just rather like buy my place and be the owner of that area or that thing rather than have someone own it for me. So yeah, I had to save up for years. Shaking your hand, yeah. It's hard. But at least we'll be out of this place pretty soon. Well, not that pretty soon, it's still like a year away, but soon. I mean, 12 months is nothing. I'm excited but afraid at the same time. Same reason I'm buying, yeah. I feel you. And I feel like some people are like, what do you mean that you're 30 and you're still living with your parents? And I'm like, I mean, it's kind of normal here in Mexico. It's not that, like, rare to hear someone's living with their parents at this age. Because usually here in Mexico is like, if you're not getting married, you're not leaving your parents' house. Unless you're studying like abroad or in another state. But in my case, college was like 20 minutes away, and I had a car, so I didn't like go away for college or anything. So yeah, I've been trapped here for a while, sadly. I read about that. Yeah, like it's a difference between communal versus independent cultures. Yeah, here in Mexico, like the family thing is very strong, and it's not only like your close family, like mom, dad, and parents. I mean, parents, siblings. It's usually like your family. When you're talking about your family, you're talking about your aunts, uncles, cousins, um, grandparents, even like the sisters and brothers of your grandparents. Like I am very close with my great aunt, which is the sister of one of my grandmas, and we visit her like every 2 weeks or so. Um, and I mean, with my cousins, I'm also kind of close. Lately, I haven't talked a lot to them because I've been busy with work, and they're also like adults too, so we all have like our lives. But whenever there's like a family reunion, usually on the weekends, we see each other. So yeah, like family is very close, like here in Mexico. And I feel like in the United States, at least, is more like when you talk about family, it's only the nuclear family. Is it called like that? Nuclear family? Like mom, dad, and siblings? Um, but here in Mexico, it's like when you talk about family, it's everyone. Everyone related to you blood wise, right? kind of the same where I live. Yeah. Maybe I can make this build a bit darker. No, that was a bad idea. Now they're the same tone. Maybe I can make it actually dark, like darker. This is, yeah, this is better. Maybe even a bit darker than that. To have the like, contrast between those two colors. Yeah, I think that's better. If I change this ones, yeah, that will be bad. I'm just gonna leave those like that. Like, they don't seem that bad. Or maybe they do. Hold on. I'm gonna sneeze, so I'm gonna mute myself. Sorry, I'm back. Over here, it's normal for most of the people to know 7 generations of your family. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot of generations. Yeah, I think same here. Like, it really depends on how fast people have kids, right? Because, like, well, in my case, my grandparents lived a lot. Uh, my grandpa passed away, like, I don't know, 2017, almost 10 years ago. But he was 102 years old. And my grandma right now, she is 95 or 94. I don't remember. One of those two. Um, my parents aren't that old. They're in their early 50s. And then I'm in my 30s, right? I'm old. But I'm not having kids. Never ever. Maybe I could adopt at some point, but not right now. Like, I'm like still dealing with myself. Uh, your grandfather lived a long life. Yeah, yeah, he lived a lot of years. I was like, "Ah, I hope I'm not that old. I don't get to live that old because it seems horrible. Even though my grandpa, um, even when he was 98, he used to go on his own to the supermarket. He bought things for his on his own. He still could hear and see very well. He was a very strong man for being 98 years old. It wasn't until he fell down a couple times he got really scared of going down the stairs. And that's when he just like remained in his room for the next 4 years or so. And he became very thin and very um he still moved on his own, but he was like, I don't want to go downstairs. I'm scared of falling down. So yeah. But yeah, he lived a long time. And I'm like, I hope I don't get to live that long. That's a lot of years. And I'm already tired. I'm barely 30. Well, no, I'm 30. And I'm like, I can't imagine living like 30 years more. It's been so long. My grandfather's still alive despite me being almost 30, and he's still good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, no, my grandpa had my dad when he was pretty old. I think my grandpa was in his mid 50s when my dad was born. Um So my grandpa was 55 when my father was born, and my grandma, I think she's 15 years younger than my grandpa. So she was in her 40s when she had my dad. Oh, grandfather. Whoa, that's insane. I never got to meet my grandparents. I feel like if my grandpa had had my dad in his early 20s, I would have been able to meet my grandparents. But they had him like in their later years. So yeah. When I was born, my grandpa was 75, I think. And then the memories I have of him is when he was like in his 80s, 90s, and hundreds. Well, yeah. On the other hand, in the side of my mom's family, people don't last that long. Like my other grandma, she passed away when she was like almost 70, but she was still in her 60s. And my grandpa was 75, I think, or 76 when he passed away before the pandemic. Um, yeah, like they don't last that long on my mom's side of the family. But still, like 70 years is pretty good, I think. Mm. 70 years is more than enough, I think. Yeah, definitely. I think at 70 you could live like a good life. That's just a lot of years. True. I'm super slow, like when I'm deciding colors. It usually takes me a bit to be happy with them. So sorry for that. Wait, did I add that onto here? Oopsie, I think I did. Did a mistake while drawing. Well, have to fix that later. I was pretty sure that I did it, but apparently I didn't. So, I'm gonna fix this area. I need to find a way. I'll fix it later, I guess. Right. What else do we have to color? Like steel? The wrench? Oh, and the thing of the belt, too. So, they're doing that here. Okay. Oh, and this thing. Forgot to color, well, recolor one of the belt areas here. There we go. And I probably didn't finish drawing the actual thing here. Oops. The line art. Grab the brush. Fixed here. There's also like a tiny bit in here that where you can see like skin color, which we shouldn't. Alright. I think now I'm just missing like the potions they have on their belts and the bag. So yeah, let's go for that. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna do something pretty quick here. We're gonna grab this orange, make it a bit more redder, and we're gonna color here. We make it a bit lighter. No, I'll keep it saturated.
And we're also gonna use that color for these tiny sections on the buttons. Because why not? I'm gonna check the contrast in a second because I think it's gonna be fine. Probably. Hold on. Contrast. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Alright.
I don't know why I'm so sleepy.
I mean,
honestly, I went to bed pretty late. I think that's the reason. Um, I was playing Peak with some friends. And it was pretty fun. It's the first time I played, and I went to bed like at 4 a.m. because we started our call at midnight, I think. But yeah, we were playing for around 3 hours, I think. We were bad at it, very bad. We only got to the second biome and we lost again.
this is gonna be one bag. I think I'm gonna color it all. One bag here. Then the first potion. I think I can use the same tone for this too. Because also that's a bit faster. Um, then I can just like a third color for the other potion. Which I also want it to be kind of a light brown. I just need it to be a different tone. I don't like that color. So I'm gonna make it lighter and orange, more towards orange. I don't know about that. Maybe here? I think this one could work. Yeah, I think that one's a bit better. I think like setting like the base colors is one of the things that takes me the most. After how's it called? Actual shading. Shading is my worst enemy. I can't believe it's been almost 2 hours. What the hell? Well, 2 hours and 1 minute. So there will be probably another ad break in about 4 minutes or so. So thank you all for being here and supporting me. It really means a lot. I hope you're enjoying the process as much as I am. Um, I really wish there was a way that I can. Let's see if the reference works now. Oh, it works, kinda. Now we can see full drawing here on the little corner. And see our process instead of just seeing like a bag. Hey yo, hey Cerulean. Hope everyone is well. Just popping in to wish everyone a well day. I may lurk for a bit, but have a busy day. Oh no, I hope you have a great day though. Thank you for popping in and for saying hi. I hope your day is not so hectic. Um, but rest whenever you're able to. Alright, so let's start coloring this one. I'm gonna go for a lighter tone first. And we're gonna make that like the side part of the bag. And probably on the front too. Yeah, I could give it a little lighter line in an area, probably here. No, never mind. Just gonna leave it like that for now. Maybe on the top, I could make this thingy lighter tone. This is the thing that will take me the most, probably. The detail. Oh god, details of the bag. I also hate that Procreate sometimes thinks that I am double tapping to undo, and I'm not doing that. Thank you so much, YouTube. No problem. Okay, so we have that, and yeah, I think we can grab now a bit of a darker color for this. And we can color this area. Color the edges of this area. I feel like all my characters have like the same brand of pouches or something because they all have like similar ones. Like my flaw is to draw pouches always like this. Or well, they're not pouches. Are they pouches? Little bags like this. Also, ad break is happening in 30 seconds. So if you're gonna have ads, feel free to stand up, stretch, get something to drink, maybe a little snack. Or if you already had a snack, maybe just drink something. Hydrate, please. And stretch. Stretching is good. Stand up. Walk a couple meters. I'll see you all after the ad breaks. I'm just gonna be here. Take care, y'all. And let me know what you get of an ad if you find anything fun. I'm just gonna continue like selecting everything. Because again, setting base colors is what takes me the most. I'm gonna add some metal to these little areas. And I think I can also like color the these little things up here in this same layer, just to not spend like an extra layer on this, because you know Procreate has a layer limit, which sucks. And I can probably go with the blue, because we need more blue along the drawing. We just have so little of it. So yeah, we're doing that. We're giving this quartz, I don't know how they're called, these little thingies, this blue color. And I think that's the first bag done. Doesn't look bad from afar, I think. My intrusive thought is to make this potion bottle black instead of brown. So I'm gonna leave that for another time. At least for now. But now we're gonna color this one. I like the color that I got going on as a base. So we're just gonna grab a darker one. Make more little details. Why not? Why not what? Sorry, I forgot what I said before. So we're gonna make this area darker. Probably darker than that. I think this is a good color. So we'll make it that color. Black bottle. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but it's still on another layer on top. So first I'm going to color this one on the side, because we're already like on top of this layer. Then I'm gonna grab a lighter color, more towards yellow. We're gonna color these little details here. And I think I can do the grays in this same layer. So let's do that pretty fast. Also, welcome back from the ads, if you had any. Feel free to let me know if you had any weird or funny ads. We could yell again about AI. And before I add the color to that thing, this thing, I'm gonna color the bottle. I just noticed that I didn't do different layers. Oops. Well, messed up. Too bad. I'm not gonna recolor everything. I'll figure it out once I'm coloring. So this is gonna be like an acid vial. So I'm gonna go for a greenish color. And gonna be around this area. I'll be adding more details once I'm rendering. I just need to grab like a color that I actually like for acid. Probably around this color. Yeah. There's like a way that I could make it look fun. No, well, at least not right now. We'll figure it out later on. Um, Now we're gonna do the crazy things about coloring glass. So we're gonna grab this color, we're gonna make it way lighter and towards a yellowish color. And then we're gonna select like the outline and the places where the belt will be visible. We're gonna color all of this like this. And hopefully it will make sense in a minute. Then we're gonna grab this color. We're gonna do the same. Make it cooler. And we're gonna grab the edges of the bottle. Something like that. Now I think we actually need this color too. So I think it's up to here. Probably a bit lighter. More yellowish. Something like that. Now I need the cork. And our cork is gonna be like a very light brownish yellow. Probably around this area. And it is also gonna have like 3 tones probably. So we go for that. Then we grab a lighter color, more towards yellow. And we color this area. Something like that. I think it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I went a bit too overboard with the yellow. I think that's a bit better. Now I'm just gonna like adjust the tones a bit. Probably made them a bit too light. You can also like barely see them, so it's fine. And now the final thing. Gonna be this color, a bit lighter, a bit more towards yellow. And I'm gonna select these areas. Okay, there we go. That's one done. Still got a bunch to go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my bad thought, and we're gonna make this bottle black. Just have to check my contrast that we're not using the same color. I think we could go a bit darker, probably around here. Yeah, I think that might be better. I think we could also use this chance to add a bit more of blue into the drawing. Um, which we don't really need much because we want like the magenta and the greens to be like our main colors. So those are gonna be like prominent along across the drawing. Um, but we could always have a little highlights here and there of other sounds that we're using. Something like that. Then we add a bit of gray. Like that. And I think we can actually make these things also that tone of gray. Like that. Then we're gonna color the inside of the liquid itself. So what I imagine here is like a health potion. So we're gonna go with red. There we go. And I mean, because of the perspective of the liquid, this part is probably gonna be a bit darker. Um, and then we're dealing with the glass. I feel like none of the things I'm saying make sense, but they make sense in my head, so bear with me. Then we make this a bit lighter. Then we can have some sort of blue here and there. I think we have to go that far away. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh no. I actually have to mute whenever I sneeze because I sneeze very loudly. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear that. It's awful. I think we can have these colors here. something like that, I guess. Oh, I didn't do a clipping mask. Okay. And then we're gonna do the same tone for the fork. And there we go. Something like that. Still feel like it's pretty yellowish. Now it's changing like the entire color. Oh no. I did it in the wrong layer. Well. Problem for future me. Which future me will probably hate. But we don't mind it. We don't mind it. Like this is better. I'm gonna change it also. There we go. I think that's a bit better. And now we're just missing a very small detail. This thing. All right. Go here. 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 All right. I'm still trying to think what color I'm gonna use for this thing. I'm not sure. Probably just a light gray too, so I'm gonna grab the gray, make it lighter. Because at first I wanted to go with a red, but then it will probably just get lost with the color of the potion, so no red for us. I also feel like my throat is going dry for some reason, so hold on, I'm gonna clear it a bit. Trying to not choke on water. Okay. I think it's been fixed. Oh god. You know, sometimes my voice decides to leave my body. It's so funny that I tend to get sicker or more sick, well, sick more often when it's summer than in winter. Because the bad thing about summer is that here in Mexico it's very hot, very warm. We get to 40 Celsius. 40, not 24. 40 Celsius. Or what is it? Over 100 Fahrenheit. And so we have to have the AC on in order to survive. And then whenever you have to go outside, you get like this shock of temperatures or temperature difference. And from leaving your house that is at 24 Celsius, you go to a place that is 40 Celsius. So so yeah, like imagine just like in a second going from a place that is like 70 Fahrenheit to a place that is over 100 Fahrenheit. And I feel like that's what usually gets me. I get very sick because of those changes in temperature. Especially when I just have to like go outside to throw out trash or something. Or open the door. It's so bad. It's actually normal to get sick in summer because viruses are more active in warm and moist temperature. Yeah, I hate it. I hate warm temperatures. If I could, I would move to a place where temperature isn't this high. Alright, so next up, I think we only have to color these little bottles and we're done with the base colors of Creed. I think I can also color this little bag black too, so I'm gonna do that. Because I can and I want to. That's the only reason why. And we could give it like an orange edge, or yeah, or just gray. Be boring. Right, we got that. Uh, Now we're gonna do a fun experiment. This layer is empty, okay. Flipping mask. Gonna grab this color, make it lighter. And we're gonna start coloring these bottles. What's in these vials? Well, they're vials, they're not bottles, right? What's in these vials? I don't really know. Some other kind of chemicals they're carrying around to make their experiments. And then we can alpha lock it. We can grab this color, make it lighter. Let's quickly color over this. Something like that. What time is it? 3:15 already? Whoa. I can't believe this is taking me 3 hours just to color, like, well, set the base colors. It's incredible. All the time that's taken me. I'm sorry. Sorry that my streams are so slow. Okay. And then we're gonna color the actual liquids inside. Which I can grab fun colors. Probably I'm gonna grab an orange. I grab some orange. Around this area, maybe? Need to see contrast-wise. I think we're doing fine. The only problem is like the overalls and Creed's skin. They're almost the same value. So I'll probably have to change either or. Probably go for Creed's skin. I'll fix that later. Want to see if the values I'm setting here. Yeah, they're fine. Okay. So let me hide that. I'm gonna make this one the orange pile. Then the next one is gonna be yellow. And we're gonna keep all of them like in the same um value area. So we're gonna have this one here. And then I think the last one is gonna be either green or pink. I think this pink could be, maybe. I think it'll be it look like their skin, so I'm not sure about the pink. Maybe purple? No, purple doesn't work. This pink is gray. Could be like a weird teal, maybe. Blue, maybe? Blue kind of works, not really. Yeah, I will have to go with this weird teal tone. But yeah, let's go with that, I guess. Um, Healing it up. Healing style. And there we go. Now we're missing just like the corks again. Is it called other? Are they called corks? I don't know. I don't know what they're called. I'm just giving them names. Oh my god, my back. Okay. Cork. Here we go. This. And this. Then we're gonna grab this color again. Which one? They're the same, right? Yeah, they're the same. So we're gonna grab this. I think the ideal will be to color it all, and then once I'm shading, I'm gonna add some effects in this area. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So we have our base colors now. Still missing like the color of the glasses of the um goggles. Oh, I forgot this part of the goggles. Hold on. Layer should actually be lower. Here. Gonna color. We're gonna go with black probably for this area. Probably gonna go change to gray tone. Because I thought we'll be seeing that in the values, the contrast. I mean, we can kind of see it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with a gray though. Whoa, I think first I need to overlook it. I think that's better. I think I could keep one part of it black. Probably this. Let's see. Removing the contrast. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Alright. I think I'm not missing anything else. Oh, I'm missing this bag. Whoopsie. Let's see. Where are the bags? I think I can also make that pouch black, probably. So I could just like leave it. Or this color. I like this color, so we're gonna go with that one. Here are the bags. And we're gonna select everything here. No, I think it's gonna get mixed up with the belt. I probably have to pick another color. Yeah, it's almost the same color as the belt, so maybe this one? Yeah, I think that one works better. Let's see, contrast-wise... There! It's very close. Yeah, I think... What if I go with this one? I think that will be way better. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. I'm gonna take a very quick break. And I'll be back. I need a little bathroom break. So, BRB, we're gonna do some fun lighting with this before I start like actually shading. And yeah, I'll see you all pretty soon. So, BRB. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. So yeah, we're gonna decide some fun colors for our drawing. But first, I was noticing a little problem with our contrast. I don't like the color of the background. So I'm gonna probably be changing that. For... Whoa, I can't speak. But before that, I'm probably gonna add a little gradient onto it. Because I wanted to go from a darker color to a lighter one. Wait, my internet! Oh no! Connecting back to chat. Okay, we're back, I think. I hope the stream didn't reset. But thank you. Thank you for welcoming me back. I can't speak, I'm sorry. Let's see. So we are going to do this and then a little Gaussian blur. We're gonna go for a multiply. We're gonna lower down the opacity. Probably something like this. But we're gonna change this color probably to a blue. Have to be very careful with blues because, you know, the color mode we're working on hates it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna change Creed's skin a bit. Changed its value. So we're gonna head a bit more towards the white. The thing is that it's probably not gonna be... This won't like it. Oh no, gray. Can I make it lighter? No, that's literally pink. I will go. Have a great stream, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And thank you for chatting with me. It was real fun. Hope to see you around. Oh no, not that one. Can I even make it lighter? It looks haunting. And it's not even like that big of a difference. Maybe this one? I think it'll be easier just to change. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's gonna be easier to change the value of the overall rather than grid skin color. So what we want is to make it a bit darker. We're probably gonna head towards this direction. Yeah, I think that works. I'll see in a moment in the values section. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, right? But at least now there's like a tiny differentiation between these two. Yeah. Now to see if I actually like the color. I think it's pretty much the same. So yeah. Alrighty. So I think we're gonna keep. Still not sure about the background. About the background color mostly. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. So we're gonna duplicate our base color. We're gonna hide the normal ones. We're gonna flatten everything, and we're gonna play with some lights. In this illustration, I want my shadows to be cool, so we're gonna go with a blue, probably like the same one, not the same one, but similar to the tone of the illustration. This will make sense eventually. I'm gonna put this on multiply, and I'm gonna lower it because I don't want my shadows to be very prominent. And this is what takes me like the most. I always say like this step is actually the one that takes me the most time. Also, my VTuber just gave up in life. It's frozen in there forever. Well, I'm speaking, but he's not. His lips are tight shut. Yeah. We know that our light will be coming from the front, probably from a side, probably from here, or light source. So in this layer, I'm gonna start like erasing where the light will hit, and hopefully we'll make a good job about it. From the front though, I don't want to confuse myself, like this is from the front, not from the back. I mean from the side, from side-ish thing. So let's see. I also need to be careful with the tone of blue that we're using because it can throw things into the gray zone, gray areas, and we don't want that. Because, you know, CYMK hates blue. And here we probably end up having like kind of a gradient. Like that. I think right now what I'm gonna do is just leave the layer like full opacity. No, never mind. I'm gonna leave it back to where it was. Or maybe just a tiny. No, yeah, I'm gonna leave it full opacity. I think it'll be easier to figure out things like. I think we could use like our friends the selection tool to get rid of some areas faster rather than erasing by hand. We just select it and remove. And I know like a lot of this won't be like hard shadows. But I feel like once that I'm actually shading, it'll be easier to deal with them. think I could also just be working with the lasso tool, but I don't know. I get a bit more confident using first the eraser and then the actual lasso tool. I also feel like sometimes with the eraser I can just like actually add pressure onto the drawing and erase faster than if I select it with the lasso again. I don't know if any of the things that I'm doing are making any sense. But we're trying our best. I don't know, I selected everything. Remove. Oh, we're gonna have another ad break pretty soon. So probably in about 4 minutes, so thanks for being here. I'm probably I'm probably just gonna snooze it and call it a day. Because it's already almost 4 p.m. and I still have to go eat, get ready for other things, work on other stuff. Probably just rest a bit because being sitting down for a while is harsh. Do not recommend it. But yeah, I'm gonna snooze that ad break. And I think we're gonna finish the stream pretty soon. So yeah, like we got the base colors down, which is good. I'm probably gonna be continuing to work on the how's it called? Shading and stuff for this drawing on my own later today. Probably not on stream. Let's see if any of my mutuals is streaming. And we could probably go raid them in. I don't see a lot of mutuals streaming right now. So I'm so sad. I wanted to raid a mutual. Otherwise we can find someone that's streaming art. Let's see if there's someone who looks fun to raid into. Alright. I think I found someone that we could go raid into. Let's see how long. Oh, they've been going for a while. I hope they're not streaming, well, ending their stream pretty soon, so. Yeah, let's go raid them in. Mint Dango. So, thank you so much for being here, for watching me color this drawing, which took a while. So let's go raid Mint Dango. I think that's the name. Hold on. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing more 15-minute commissions. 15-minute boss commissions, and I think I have one that is 30 minutes. And probably one silly goober. We'll see how much time I have tomorrow, because I don't know how the day is gonna be. But yeah, let's go right in Mint Dango, and I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mexico time. Thank you again for being here, for talking with me, and just for being very cool. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.